stretches on forever.
What do you think, Manager? The Outer Ring scenery is pretty nice, right? It's also super fun to drive here.
But this road is too close to a hollow, and there are so many other...
There's nothing we can do about it. The Outer Ring lacks ether technology, making it hard to eliminate hollows. They can't even mine ether resources. Hey, you see that big guy over there?
That machinery. Is it an oil pump?
Oh, you're good. This area is called the Old Oil Field. The residents here still rely on petroleum for their livelihoods. Wait! What's up with that? We're gonna...
Billy, turn right! Drive into the...
Oh my. Interesting. They actually drove into the hollow. And here I thought I'd get to see some explosive carnage.
Lord Lucius, I did what you asked. Please, spare me. Please.
Although the Sons of Caledon meeting their end in a hollow only earns a 61 from me, I'll let it slide this time considering your hard work. I hope that in the future, you'll remember this lesson and stop meddling in things that you shouldn't. The second in command of the That's not a joke you should make lightly.
Manager!
I'm fine, Billy. Don't worry.
That's good. That oil tanker heading straight for us was terrifying. We only made it thanks to your quick thinking. And the vehicle... But we've fallen into a hollow now. What's our next move?
Just before we fell into the hollow, I sent a distress signal to Wise. He'll find a way to...
That's great! It's a relief. Right. Manager, both of you have a special condition that means you can't be in the hollow for too long, right? Don't worry. There's anti-corruption serum in the truck that I helped buy, as well as some discarded hollow data piles from the city.
Billy, that's our way out of the hollow. There must be a carrot in the Sons of Caledon's bamboo, plus the new data from the data piles.
Oh, that's right! You're a proxy! You can calculate a path out of the hollow! All right, let's get to work installing the... Let's go, Manager! I've got the data files.
You've got ethereals! Okay, installing 3 should be enough. Must have been drawn in by the data piles.
Don't worry, Manager. I'll handle it. Got one installed! Manager, let's go to the next location. More ethereals. And they seem tougher than the last ones. Manager, find someplace safe to take cover. My turn! In my sights! I've got plenty of bullets! Quit moving! My turn! Try this!
One data pile left.
Let's move. Don't worry, manager. I'll take care of these guys in no time. How are you holding up?
All good. I can manage. Huh? Did you hear that?
Quit moving! I've got plenty of bullets! Oh, it's my turn! Uh-oh, it's a big guy!
Let's go back to the car and get out of here.
You can do it, manager! We're almost there!
I'm really not built for this level of activity.
Manager! Fix this!
It's been a hot minute, little bro. Oh, so this is the proxy I've heard so much about.
Come on, brother. You've gone a bit rusty.
All right, here we go. It's time to shine! Alright, boys. Let's get to it.
Show me what you got, bro.
10 rounds be enough?
Oh, you really must be feeling confident today.
Nah, it's just that I can't get a reimbursement on anything over 10.
Glory! Victory's mine.
We're just getting started.
In my sights!
That was a close call, little bro. If we'd been a few...
Don't worry, big sis. I'm made out of
Brother, you had nowhere to run, but you've still got a mouth on.
Lighter, you just don't know me well enough. My body is made out of enhanced materials now. Forget about ethereals. Even Nicole wouldn't dare hit me barehanded.
It seems that Nicole is...
So, big sis?
Oh, I got a strange call earlier from a young guy.
So it was the
Lucy thought it might be a trick, but the intel he gave about you was flawless. And he even laid out a rest. Oh, so this is the legendary proxy, huh?
Thanks.
Hey, Proxy! What's wrong?
Manager! Manager! Stay with...
I have to take some of the blame for this accident as well. We, the Sons of Caledon, must honor our guests with the finest funeral! Lighter, you will be carrying the coffin.
That's a heavy responsibility.
We'll need to keep the hearse driving steady. Piper!
Got it. I'll make sure it's as smooth and,
Bernice! Of course, you'll be handling the cremation.
You got it! Just gotta burn everything to ash and misery!
Lucy! Lucy?
Can you all stop goofing around?
Don't be upset. It's not every day we get to have fun with the cremation ceremony.
You don't have fun at our guest's expense! Bernice! Put away the flamethrower, now! You guys are driving me nuts!
Belle, how are you feeling? Are you hurt?
Sorry. We got a little carried away. Welcome to the Outer Ring. May you rise from the ashes! Fathan! Who would have thought you'd both end up here all because of an axe? Must have scared you back then, huh? Relax! You two and Billy are thick as thieves.
Yeah, right. We've been partners in crime for a while now.
Time for a formal introduction. We're the Sons of Caledon, a biker gang from the Outer Ring. Billy should have already told you why we invited you. The Sons of Caledon need a favor from you. As for Perlman, his airship crashed here in the Outer Ring during landing. He's lucky to be alive, but he's badly injured and hasn't woken up yet.
What? You mean...
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll make sure he heals up. And once he's awake, we'll hand him over.
Wait, Caesar, are you stupid? Negotiations haven't even started, and you already handed over such a...
Negotiations? Lucy, again with the pettiness. This kind of manipulation and leveraging...
Easy for you to say. I worked my butt off to keep this info under wraps just for today. If we can't strike a deal with Fathan, where do you expect me to find a reliable proxy for the Tour d'Inferno?
The Tour d'Inferno is our business. Don't worry, Proxy. You coming to the Outer Ring is a sign of respect. Even if you don't agree to help us.
Caesar, we appreciate your kindness, but as they say...
Wise is right. Actually, we only came today hoping to get a bit of information on Perlman. We could never have expected what you're offering. Since you've been so honest with us, we'll do everything we can to help you.
Straight to the point! I like it!
Thanks, Fathan. Your willingness to help will be huge for...
Can you give us more details about the commission?
The Tour d'Inferno we mentioned just now. This is the biggest event in the old oil field. Only the strongest squads of bikers can compete. It's a test in the hollows to find out who's...
Caesar, there's no way they'll... Let me explain. Simply put, the Tour d'Inferno is an off... Only 2 teams compete, and the rules are simple. The first team...
I never knew you held such dangerous races here in the Outer Ring.
Proxy, holding the Tour d'Inferno isn't just for the thrill of it. It's also a way to... Naturally, for us biker gangs, the Tour d'Inferno also serves another... The winner of the race becomes overlord of the Old Oilfield Motor League.
That's right, Fathan. The Overlord is recognized as the top dog of the Motor League. The current Overlord's faction is called the Vanquishers, and their boss held the title for years. I've been...
I see.
Oh, Caesar, if all you think about is shallow stuff like that, it won't be long before the Sons of Caledon are... People are gunning for the Overlord spot for more. The future of the oil industry in the old oil field relies on the support of the... And as the leader of the Motor League, the Overlord is in charge of assigning transport routes. For the past 6 months, the Vanquishers have only given us the worst routes. They're definite. But when I went to confront them, that smug second-in-command Lucius...
Speaking of the Overlord, he hasn't been seen. Lucy, what are you afraid of? Even if the routes aren't great, besides, you're just mad because there's nowhere to buy makeup and snacks on these routes.
Shut up, Caesar! Didn't we agree? What?
You call that criticism? It's the truth. And you're the one who's always calling me an idiot.
You think you ruin one's plans each time you open your mouth and expect...
Yeah. Lady Lucy Montefiore, I ruined your plans. Huh.
Enough, Caesar! I challenge you to a duel!
Bring it on. Then we'll see who's scared. Light it!
What?
It's fine, Proxy. Don't... Yeah, it's no big deal. Just don't get roped into being the referee, or you might end up on the wrong side of both of them. Anyway, Proxies, it's great to have your help with the Tour de Inferno.
Morning. Did you sleep well? You were exhausted yesterday, right?
Billy, are you getting ready?
Actually, it's the opposite. The other manager and Caesar decided that they're gonna move some of the equipment into your car and set up a mobile proxy workshop.
You mean moving the HDD equipment out here?
Right. The other manager said working in the city would make communication difficult. Plus, smart devices are few and far between in the Outer Ring, and long-range data transmission could slow us down.
Oh, morning, Proxy. You're awake. Billy's right. You'll be more efficient working from here in the... Don't worry. We'll take care of the power and network connection. Even in the outer...
She probably meant we'll take...
By the way, before the equipment arrives, let me take you to Blazewood and introduce you to the townsfolk. Lucy said you might not be used to roughing it with us, so I got...
Oh, you shouldn't have.
It's no problem. After we get back from town, go talk to Lucy and the others. I heard from your brother that you need to collect some holo data before the race. Lucy and the gang are also preparing for the Tour d'Inferno. You should be able to help each other out. Casa! I brought the...
Oh, Caesar! So this is the proxy from the city? Guess folks from New Eridu start working young.
Caesar, who's this young lady?
Young lady? You city folks talk funny. I'm Casa, the mayor of Blazewood. The Sons of Caledon have taken good care of our town. So if you need anything, just let me know. You can stay in the house behind me tonight. Sorry, it's still got some stuff that hasn't been moved out, but I'll get someone to clean it up.
Hey, Casa! I noticed a lot of people in town making these woven items.
We don't have a choice. The pipeline to town still is... Luckily, we got a big order recently. And with the Tour d'Inferno coming up, the Sunflint...
What's a sunflint?
Oh, it's a kind of handicraft woven from straw. During the Tour d'Inferno, almost every house in the old...
The pattern looks like a face.
The elders say this is the face of the god of sun and fire, who guides. But there's another saying. The upside-down person on the sun...
Such a unique pattern must have a story behind it.
Yup! Actually, this pattern represents the legend of the... Though the old oil field can still produce oil, did you know the core oil field was swapped?
Wait, isn't oil susceptible to ether corruption?
Mm-hmm. After the disaster, etheric matter seeped through the underground facilities and oil pumps, ruining the shallow oil reserves. But luckily, the collapse of the only deep drilling facility formed a unique natural gas vent. The burning gas kept the ether...
So the natural
The appearance of Cinder Lake saved everyone's livelihoods in the old oil field. But even with Cinder Lake, we can't rest easy. Natural gas and etheric matter burning together can easily turn into ether crystals. If left unchecked, more and more crystals will build up and eventually block the vent, extinguishing the lake. If that happens, the underground oil...
There was a time when Cinder Lake nearly went out. In order to save it, a young man and his friends risked their lives to enter the hollow and blast open an ether crystal using a special spark stone, just like the one in my hand. But the Hollow was treacherous, and they didn't even have a carrot with them. By the time they reached Cinder Lake, it was out of desperation. The young man rode his bike into the only spot that was still burning in Cinder Lake and managed to ignite it.
So, everyone makes sunflints in memory of his...
Oh, Proxy.
I never said the first. It's normal for the Proxy to think that way. After all, everyone who went to Cinder Lake folks say the god of the sun and fire was moved by his bravery. Since then, the residents have drawn his face and the image of him diving into Cinder Lake on their sunflints. There's even a line from a
That's a great story. No wonder it's widely told.
Uh-huh. Kids in the old oil field grow up hearing that story. They used to play games pretending to be the first overlord in the Tour d'Inferno. Of course, the first overlord did more than that. After he returned, he gathered all the biker gangs in the old oil field and formed the Motor League. He also made the rule that the Tour d'Inferno would be held every few years to prevent a similar crisis at Cinder Lake.
Yeah, that's why the Tour d'Inferno continues to this day. It's still a feat only the strongest bikers can accomplish. But for us residents, it's become more of a festival.
Proxy, you made it. Proxy, didn't Caesar say you were just going...
We saw the sunflints in Blazewood and ended up hearing the legend of the Tour d'Inferno.
So that's why Caesar was so pumped up. After all, she even said her dream is to become a hero, just like the first Overlord. If she really wants to be like the first Overlord, she better forget those childish...
But the first Overlord was a real...
Exactly! And it's because he actually existed that we should look at him objectively, no? I mean, the Tour d'Inferno only happened a few decades ago. How come it's turned into this huge legend? But using an act of God to spread his story far and wide, the first Overlord must have been pretty smart. Lucy, Caesar said this kind of old person talk will give you wrinkles. Nonsense! Don't listen to her lies! I use exfoliating Proxy, you can see it too, right? The Tour d'Inferno is less about heroics and more about the first Overlord securing control.
That's a very realistic take. It sounds like some...
Wow, Proxy, you're so smart. Lucy is actually from...
So you're from the city? What made you give...
It's because I never wanted that kind of life where everything is already laid out for you. Plus, my dad only cares about profits and business. Exactly. It's different in the Outer Ring, especially in the old oil field. The Motor League is all about freedom and... That's what they say. But to survive, you can't forget about profits and business. Take the Sons of Caledon, for example. Employees need paychecks, vehicles need maintenance, and we need supplies that the city won't sell us. Which means we need connections and money. Proxy, I wasn't just making it up when I said the Overlord's faction is targeting it. But the recent bad routes we've been getting have hurt our income, and recruiting new members has been an issue. So, for the future survival of the Sons of Caledon, we have to take the
It's good to have someone like you helping with the preparations for the Tour d'Inferno.
I knew someone as sharp as... Just watch. It won't be long before I beat Caesar and take the... Lucy, you wouldn't admit it earlier, but it turns out... No, I didn't lose. It was just a momentary truce. After all, prepping for the Tour d'Inferno is what's most important now. Proxy, let's talk business. The other Phaethon mentioned this morning, so for now, We'll be going into the hollows with you to gather data. Oh, I also need your help with something. The vehicles for the...
Belle, I'm back.
Good job, Wise. Come on, I'll help you set up the HDD.
No need. I just tested the voltage and network speed here. The HDD is working fine. Fairy and Eos are pretty excited to be in the outer ring, but it's a new environment, so it'll take some getting used to.
To help Caesar and the others win the race, let's start by...
All right, Belle. If you're ready, let's get going.